Today I'm going to be giving you my top 10 favorite songs by Guns N' Roses. Obviously one of my favorite bands of all time. If you love rock or hard rock, they're probably one of, if not your favorite. For me, for hard rock, they're easily my favorite. They're above everyone else. For my favorite bands of all time, they come in at number 3. 2 is Nirvana, 1 is Pearl Jam. But today I'm going to stop and give you my top 10 favorite GNR songs. Coming in at number 10, we have Don't Cry. And that's the original from Use Your Illusion 1, because the one from Use Your Illusion 2 pisses me off so much because it's just not good at all. Like the lyrics, my god. I don't know why they made the second one, but we won't talk about that. The first one though, Don't Cry, it's just such a great song. And I mean, a bunch of these are some of my favorite songs of all time, but it has this cool thing with Axl singing and then that other guy, I forget his name, also singing as well. And it's kind of slower, and then Slash comes in with the guitar. Flawless. At number 9, we have Rocket Queen. Now, one of the most exciting and electric songs of Guns N' Roses' career. The last one on Appetite for Destruction, another one of my personal favorites. You can check out my ranking of Appetite in the description down below, but Rocket Queen has some weird things in it, but I think overall it's one that took me a little bit to really listen to consistently. It's a fantastic song. Coming in number 8 is My Michelle. Well. Yes, I use that joke in my Appetite ranking as well. My Michelle is another one that I didn't hear a ton as a kid, probably because of those opening lines, but now that I listen to it more, it's easily one that's always stood out to me. It's like the and then it just starts right away. I think it's great. Coming in number 7 is Welcome to the Jungle, which is probably the most famous song, I'd say. It's definitely up there, and Welcome to the Jungle, I mean, you've heard it a million times, but it is such a fantastic song. Could you imagine any other song starting off Appetite for Destruction? It is the perfect opening, not just to that album, but just anytime. It'll get you pumped up, excited, everything. Listen to this before a sports game, something like hockey. It is just so good. Coming in number 6 is Knocking on Heaven's Door, just keeping up the streak of one of their most popular songs. Knocking on Heaven's Door really impresses me more now than it did as a kid, because I always knew it, but when I listen to Axl and he's slowly like raising his voice, like the lower voice, a little higher, that always really impresses me that he's doing this, and obviously he was able to do it live too. Knocking on Heaven's Door is one of their most famous songs, obviously, but again, I'd say it's the best off of Use Your Illusion 2, which I actually do prefer to Use Your Illusion 1, just barely. And once again, it's just a really good song. Coming in number 5 is Paradise City, another one, just as I said, just keeping up, their most popular songs. Paradise City is a song that everyone knows. Everyone knows this song, and basically everyone loves it, or you have a terrible taste in music. I'm not sorry about that. Paradise City is amazing. The iconic lyrics, iconic sound, and another one, just a lot of these are really good pre-game sports songs, and Paradise City always gets me excited. I can listen to it for a game, in class, any of these times, and it's just one of the best I've ever heard. Coming number 4 is November Rain, which is a super accurate song to what's happening here in Canada. Yesterday we had snow on the ground, now I see complete grass. It's my favorite off of Use Your Illusion 1. I think it's most people's. It's this amazing, big, epic song. Like, you know how you have your epic movies like Gladiator or Braveheart or The Godfather, something like that. It's an epic, and this is just a really cool song. The music video is great. It just sounds awesome when they played with Elton John at the I think MTV Music Awards, one of the music awards. It sounded great. It's one that I will always listen to. It's one of the longest songs that I consistently listen to, but it's not too long. It's paced really well. I think that if you haven't listened to November Rain, record your reaction to it and post that to YouTube. Coming in number 3 is Mr. Brownstone, which I think still might be an underrated pick to have that above some of these, like November Rain, Knockin' on Heaven's Door, Paradise City. But I love Mr. Brownstone. It's another one that I didn't hear a ton as a kid, but now that I can listen to it whenever, it is always really excited me. Sure, it is a song about heroin, but who cares? It has some of those fun lyrics, and as I said in my Appetite ranking, it's the most fun for me to sing along to because Axl sings in his lower voice. It's one of the most fun and exciting songs that I've ever heard. Coming in number 2 is Sweet Child of Mine. And this might have the most iconic opening guitar riff of all time. It just gets me every time. I know, like, you hear this all the time in public, and for good reason. Like, there's some of these where people get pissed that it's this high up because everyone's heard. I'm not picking underrated pick unless you consider Mr. Brownstone one. But there are just some albums that I just, you know, the later ones, which I don't always love. But Sweet Child of Mine, there's a reason why it's one of the most well-known songs ever, not just for rock, but just ever. It's my favorite off of Appetite, but coming in at number 1 is Patience. Now, Patience is the most different from any of the songs in here. Coming off of their 1988 album, GNR Lies, it is my favorite Guns N' Roses song and one of my top 3 favorite songs of all time. Spoiler for that video whenever I choose to release it or make it. Patience is so different, and that's what I think gives it such a special quality. It's a slow and acoustic song, but that's what makes it so special. It's different from most of their work. Now they have more songs, obviously, on that album. They have, you know, the acoustic version of You're Crazy, 1 in a Million, and I Used to Love Her. But Patience for me has always been really high above those songs. It's close to to a lot of these songs on here, but for me, the more I listen to it, I'm like, yeah, this is my favorite one. And what are your favorite Guns N' Roses songs? Tell me in the comments down below. And what's your favorite album or albums by them? Do you prefer Use Your Illusion 1 or 2? Is Appetite your favorite? And where does GNR Lies rank amongst those? That's what I'm really interested about. I'll see you guys next time. Over and out.